Gatti might have had a quickness advantage. I both made this point a week ago. But Arturo Gatti, absolutely yesterday, ring when I can. I'm going to have to stand my ground. I was here for.
He was able to make it. He's always, but he said we'll see a little bit of everything tonight.
Is not a big
factor too.
And fires the jab. Uppercut from uppercut.
And both Gatti chin, and Gatti is a good puncher, but I'm just concerned it end up being a slugging match because Bout hit him, so I think Gatti's going to
block both the Bout. He has in 5 of his last 6 fights. Sung it up so badly that it's just as bad as tonight. Before there's Gatti, he's quicker. Here, obvious.
Gatti's landed punches that would have had a lot more effect on Baldomir because of the physical.
Baldomir drive into the rope. Nothing sharp.
Right here you see the two guys colliding with the heads coming together. And you may see more of this simply because
Baldomir sort of preferred our shots. Gatti quick with the jab and gets away. Hard right hand over. Straight jabs. It's
Baldomir is getting up on, working very well for him. Fighters from Argentina in recent years. Victor.
The Pampas, the fame, go out to Madison Square Garden and was called the Wild Bull of the
outside of
light.
To be a little bit quicker under the left eye of Gatti.
It's a history of swelling up and cutting up anyway.
Walking to the ring. His skin has been better
than his face in recent fights.
Gatti in the south. Gatti has switched southpaw to that stance.
Right here you can see Baldomir's landing right hands, and here comes another right hand by Baldomir.
Baldomir 6.
Emmanuel, do you think that Gatti's doing it?
I think he's been last week guy, and he's been able to absorb the punches felt in the past. When he was landing with
the better punches of the moment by Baldomir's right hand, and he takes a left. Got to stay away from the right.
Consistently, and it seems like on any particular deep trying to dance out of the way, he's just getting hit.
Another right hand either needs to keep his left hook by Arturo Gatti, and another combination by Gatti in raids and counters with from the outside.
But not had the results that he had from the past.
Hedgepeth was blocked on the other as from Baldomir as Gatti tries. Arturo Gatti now as we come down to stretch in round 3. And Baldomir lands. Left hook to his gloves against his ribcage and the body. They're willing to trade there with you. In the middle of the ring. Baldomir with another as Baldomir tries to break away. Another right hand by Baldomir. And another. Gatti counters with the left. Gets rocked with the right. Baldomir landing 2 to Gatti's 1.
The question here is whether Gatti is a good enough
but the weight difference is a big. They can see someone standing like this and have it
through 3.
Okay, Gatti, this fight is being fought on it with power shots. I mean, it's a very easy fight to score.
Arturo Gatti's right eye. Baldomir's punching and Bout the top. CompuBox numbers in rep.
Last year I was out in London with excellent condition.
Confidently, what he's seen Baldomir that he has the measure. Looking at this, he landed a miracle left.
You can never relax with him.
The comeback against Wilson Rodriguez. Got Ivan Robinson and Angel Manfredi. So Gatti is going to need this fight is going Baldomir.
Who watched him in the you might be able to hurt him with anything substantial to the head.
Well, and Leonard Doreen with body punches can do damage there. All are fighters.
You saw him let a right hand right in the rope, and Baldomir come right back. This may be Gatti's best punch of the entire fight. You can't get a better punch than that hardly. And even after landing that type of a blow,
it's not in. Baldomir might be up 4. Jab, start boxing. You heard the people in Baldomir's corner. Trainer Jose
that if Gatti was started, because instead of moving around and making him use his feet more.
It described his style as intelligent aggression, and I think that's an apt description.
I'm just waiting to see who's going to give in. Somebody's going to have to give in. Solid punches with ass.
Knock Gatti out, but he's busting him up, and he's hitting him more than he's.
Gatti's hurt. Gatti's hurt. Gatti is hurt.
Welterweights are bigger. Arturo Gatti is finding out. by Gatti. Can't back Baldomir off.
Baldomir
keeps coming.
Arturo Gatti fight.
For a big left hook. Baldomir some of his legs back. Bobbled 30 seconds. Swinging.
You know, and Gatti is not just trying to survive. He's still trying to end round when he's out on his feet.
Yeah, there was a
to the body and a left hook up. Hard right hand by Baldomir. Landed flush. Argentine. Big left hook to the body by Gatti. But he backs off as the blood begins the way of power shots.
And Baldomir can take Gatti's power shot, but he does have to.
That's the overall. Gatti is landing power shot.
Gatti get hit with a right hand that reflects of it. And instead of trying to survive, as soon as he got himself...
He's strafed at will by Carlos Baldomir. And Gatti and Paulie Malignaggi trying to get him to buck. Has a brawler.
He's won the crowd over for the most part.
And now...
body shot.
A Baldomir body shot. Just to throw the right hand. Generally speaking, once it's out throwing it, and then it may well be broken.
Gatti out in this round.
Gatti can't throw his left. Throwing the right hand because he hurt it, and then the courage returns, and the fighter is back. Gatti to weight division. Layman to understand how seven prints.
Yeah, you know,
in 87 when he's good for him, he puts him in the...
No, still, in a fight with Gatti, you can knife him, but he punches with KO power, outstretched like Mike Tyson into the very end. You know, you see Baldomir land the left hook. Seemed like it was a left hook to the body.
Sixth round,
50-nothing match. Baldomir better power shots.
He's in trouble on the scorecards. He seems he's bleeding from underneath. Right hand may be broken.
Like Baldomir. But if Gatti is fighting, but he cannot do it standing in one spot.
Gatti's trainer, Bernard Hopkins. This could be...
He was a very great boxer himself. Arturo's key to victory in this fight is...
in against him.
It just looks like steps back with too much,
and Gatti still has not picked up any defense for the right hand for one punch for the most part. Not like he's body punches or hooks. It's primarily a...
bounced off.
Time since he figured her.
It's a very intelligent fight right now. For right hands again. If he would just going to happen tonight, because he's...
How could he hand, which is landing...
the right uppercut. He rolls the shot and come back with a counter uppercut, and it would land.
Baldomir is very conscious of one left hook. Baldomir...
That's a good...
If he can mix in the jab behind some of that kind of defense, he could begin to... Got to try something. Action of a trip to Argentina. A fight in Buenos Aires.
Sitting here like it's at a...
And a beat.
Gatti's up
just a little bit more liberal. Another right hand by Baldomir. Gatti with a flurry, and they crossed their...
Here you can see Baldomir throwing punches, and Gatti loses his balance. You can see his right leg kind of spent from underneath first.
That's his low out. The bottom rope. Good body shot by Baldomir to the body himself. Gatti jabs upstairs. Baldomir hits him with a left. Not trying to land.
It's the supporters and investors in Baldomir. Gatti has some knocking out guys in the late rounds in this fight. But the right hands, he could still possibly win a close decision.
I think the only thing that's going to weaken is he's got to brawl with him. He's got to try to hurt him.
Too strong.
And he is hurt right now.
A sledgehammer would be useful. That he doesn't have. Baldomir flurrying and wailing away. Gatti's mouthpiece comes out. Arturo's ready to trade next to the body. Baldomir won't move. Gatti needs to land one big shot, and he's trying to do it, but he can't get Baldomir off his chest. And now Baldomir throws the punches and lands his own. Big left hook by Gatti. Baldomir didn't feel it. Another big shot. Absolutely ruined by a Baldomir left hook.
Baldomir just finished.
That was a big left hook shot. And Arturo's not throwing, and that'll do it. Arturo Gatti. Here are two angles of knockdown number one, Emmanuel, and unless I miss my guess, it is a left hook that is going to seal the deal. Boom.
Oh, just so many
Just
blows.
a massive... Here's another look. And I'll tell you what, Shane Mosley's left hook against Fernando Vargas had nothing on this.
This fight.
Now, this was an accumulation of punishment, and by this point, the very brave Arturo Gatti simply had one more look at the conclusion.
And still, WBC welterweight champion of the world, Carlos Tata